the Games is Lit 101 analysis stream of The Last of Us. Just to recap, for anyone who may be new here, the goal of this is to play through the game for the sake of an analysis that I'm going to be making coming up. I have played through The Last of Us before, but it's been a while, and I'm going to do a literary analysis of the game coming up soon, because for those unfamiliar, that is what my channel does. It looks at video games and their stories and how those stories are told. So, let me adjust for the camera a bit. Sorry, mic was all the way up there. Hopefully you can still hear me. Anyway, point being, yes, this is the analysis stream of The Last of Us. I just got to the point of winter, so Joel has been... spoilers, obviously, this is a Let's Play, so yeah. Joel has been gravely injured, and it time skips ahead, and I actually stopped before that cutscene finished, so... or before it really started, so now we're gonna see what happened to them. So then, let's go. The overall, thus far, the game has been pretty much in line with the with my previous thematic interpretations. Going through it the second time, I'm a little more aware of some of the flaws it has, and it does have some flaws. It's not a perfect game, but it is, generally speaking, a just really well-made game. So, you know, there are a few flaws, a few things that I think could have been done different, could have been done better, but for the most part, it comes together fairly well, and I think some of the things that are fairly common complaints about the game are honestly a major part of the game's meaning and depth. And then that's kind of a common thing for me. I don't know, maybe I'm just too nice and, I enjoy loving games, I guess, but... A lot of times there are these complaints that people... So... Oh. Okay, I guess it goes back to this cutscene, so... Works for me.
Just get the horse.
Once again, this sequence that, you know, happened just before this was...
Can you get on?
ridiculous how well done it was. It like, almost physically hurt to play as Joel in that whole set. As he's stumbling through and stuff. So, yeah, it's some crazy stuff.
I think we're safe. Joel? Joel? Shit. Joel! Here. Ah! Get up, get up, get up! You gotta tell me what to do! Come on! You gotta get up! Joel!
That's a great moment there, too. That the last thing we really heard her say was, "You've got to tell me what to do," and then this time skip here shows that he has not been in a state to do that. Poor bunny.
This won't last very long.
Yeah.
You'll just startle it.
Now this sequence is just beautiful. It might be, honestly, the best of the game's slower sequences. Just in terms of sheer man, yeah, that's I cannot hope to actually make that shot. Playing as Ellie alone has a very lonely feel to it, you know, rightly so. And in a giant, beautiful, snow-covered forest like this, it's just a gorgeous sequence.
Easy. Gotcha.
Oh, what? I took an arrow to the face. Not quite the face, but, you know, the back of the head. Okay, it's down there. I'm gonna go explore up here, because there's space. And a fence. Alright. The sound effect for snow under her shoes is excellent, too. I don't know why, but it sounds a little more realistic to me than a lot of similar effects are in some games. Actually, the effect of snow there, too, is nice as well. I keep, there's one, there's the Dragon Age game, Inquisition, recently, that, I played, and whenever people would step in snow, there'd be like little billows of snow that pop up around their feet. I'm like, that's not really how snow works. You kind of just, you know, compact whatever you step on, and there's a little hole. I guess headshots aren't really gonna count, but
Oh man.
the thing just keeps going. But I drew blood. I can track it quite easily now, though the directions it runs are usually enough to do so. How do I have a comment, but it says I have no viewers? That was weird. This whole setting and scene and setup is just gorgeous. It really, I mean, you know, in terms of the story, it's an excellent way of communicating to us everything we need to know about Joel and what's happened in that meantime, so quickly, easily, and elegantly. I mean, you know, the snow makes it quite obvious that it's been a little while, and yeah, I was hunting it, game. That's okay. Oh, that place I explored. Great. But yeah, it makes it very obvious how long it's been, and the fact that Ellie,
How are you still alive?
the fact that Ellie is doing this, showing that, you know, it hasn't been some simple thing that he's recovered from. Oh, weird. Now, where'd you go?
What is this place?
There. Well, oh, I forgot about. Oh, man, this stuff apparently starts earlier than I expected.
Oh, great. Everything's cool. This place is not creepy at all.
The fact that it seems to have just so casually gone into here is yet another example, too, of the whole theme of nature reclaiming the world. There's a lot of that in the game, though exactly how it relates to the major themes, like of the characters and stuff, I'm not entirely
Who's there?
sure.
Come out!
Hello? We just want to talk.
Any sudden moves and I put one right between your eyes. Ditto for Buddy Boy over there. What do you want?
Name's David. This here's my friend James. We're from a larger group. Women, children. We're all very, very hungry.
So am I. Women and children. All very hungry too.
Well, maybe we could trade you for some of that meat there. What do you need? Weapons? Ammo? Clothes?
Medicine! You have any antibiotics?
We do. Back at the camp. Welcome to follow us
I'm
back.
not following you anywhere. Buddy Boy can go get it. He comes back with what I need. The deer is all yours. Anyone else shows up...
You put one right between my eyes.
That's right.
2 bottles of the penicillin in a syringe. Make it fast. Go on.
She's very world-wise at this point as well. This is the kind of
I'll take
caution
that.
that Joel would show.
Of course.
Back up.
And I forgot how amiable his introduction is. Or amiable, however you pronounce that.
It's probably gonna be a while. You, mind if we take some shelter from the cold?
Bring him with us.
Fair point, Joel might not, but at this point, you know, as she said, she needs medicine. It's a serious enough thing that it's worth trying.
You know, you really shouldn't be out here all on your own.
I don't like company.
I see. What's your name?
Why?
Look, I understand it's not easy to trust a couple of strangers. Whoever's hurt, you clearly care about them. Sure, it's gonna be just fine.
We'll see.
I forgot how good... Oh, crap. How good Nolan North is in this part. I mean, obviously Nolan North is good, but...
You had another gun?
Sorry. I'd really like my rifle back now.
No, you have your pistol.
Hope you know how to use that thing.
I've had some practice.
No matter what, we have to keep them out. Let's hope they don't find him. Cover the windows.
Okay.
What? Why? Why won't it let me do something with these windows? Like push these or something?
I've done this before.
She has a little knife. Wonder why Joel never just made a knife instead of crafting disposable shivs.
You weren't kidding. You're a better shot with that thing than I am.
Not right then, I wasn't.
Give me a hand with this.
There you go.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I actually have a theory about the whole thing about knives, and kind of why they're shivs instead. Oh well. Nope. Yeah.
Nothing over here.
I did not have nearly as many things as I would like to have.
Yeah, I see him.
They're in here.
Yeah, me too.
Let's go. Nice going.
All right. First time watching me live, huh? Okay. I don't know, I feel like I should save some stuff for the actual analysis I'll be doing, but we'll see. Reload the freaking thing. Essentially, I mean, like, in terms of a theory that actually makes it make sense within the story, why Joel wouldn't just have a knife instead of making a bunch of disposable bits.
We're getting out of this room.
Yeah, there you go. There's not much, but thematically, I think there's a reason for it. I mean, part of it is for the sake of the crafting system. It's, you know, it's for the sake of interesting mechanics with the crafting, but I think there's also something to be said for
Through here.
Okay. Do you know where you're going?
There's some foot in this place.
sorry, it's hard for me to actually talk about that when I'm playing.
Clear.
I'm still not too good at that. But essentially in The Last of Us, everything is temporary and everything is disposable. Even down to human life itself. And this is the culture, the world that Joel lives in. Oh, crap. Ow.
Hey kid, you alright?
I'm fine.
More clickers. Get out of there!
Alright. Ooh, do I get a sneaky bit now? Oh, she can listen now, too. See, she's learned that. That says a lot, too. Can I sneak kill a clicker with my knife? That'll be an important question to answer here. And it will decide whether I live or die coming up. Alright, cool. So yeah, everything is disposable. And again, whether or not it necessarily makes sense in the context of the story, like why Joel wouldn't just have a knife, is one thing. But I think thematically speaking, it's kind of an important detail that, oh, whoa, I did not mean to fall into that, but works for me. I think it's kind of an important detail that Joel never expects or prepares for anything to last forever. And in fact, a lot of his fear of relationship with Ellie... Well, okay. A lot of his fear of relationship with Ellie comes from the fact that he expects it to end in a tragic way, one way or another. So in that way, I feel like the temporary, disposable nature of everything is kind of thematically appropriate. That there's no, that nothing in the game lasts forever. Considering the final, you know, the ending that I'm obviously not going to spoil here, I think it's worth noting that, that Joel might long for something like that, for something permanent. So I'll probably be mentioning that in the analysis unless some crazy thing comes along to, like, prove wrong or something. Man, this is still telling me I have 0 people watching, despite the fact that I have people commenting. That's kind of weird. Okay. What? Where'd you come from? But anyway, yeah, that's my thought. Yes, Sam is my name. 6 people watching? This is still telling me no, none. Yeah, it's at the end of all the credits on my episodes. And for that matter, when I was streaming Fallout recently, I had it on the side because Fallout was full screen and I had more space to put stuff. But yeah, here it's, I mean, you know, understandable that I'm not being called by name regularly. So, but yes, my name is Sam. I'm a guy who likes video games and stories and stuff. Yeah, that was the YouTube live streams, which I don't think I'm going to be going back to because I enjoy this Twitch interface much more. Wonderful.
You all right?
There you are.
Come on. Doors this way.
Skizzers, water, cool.
Get up there. There. That ladder could work.
And yet you can't craft all the things that Joel could or anything either. It's a disempowerment, but in a weird way it's an empowerment as well. Because, you know, you're playing as Ellie. She's less capable than Joel, but she's also more capable than she used to be. Yeah, I was kind of hoping that YouTube Live was gonna take off well. And I don't know, maybe it will, but chat live with YouTube's a little worse than Twitch in my experience. Not horribly, but not as good. I mean, that said, this is the first time I've streamed with Twitch. Not, you know, today, but with The Last of Us. Where the heck is that coming from? Okay, some stuff down there, but down there is not my concern. I need to get to that ladder. But something's probably gonna break and send me... Boom!
Yeah, it's okay.
Alright. Firefly pendant. Who was this? Travis Kristoff. Sad day. Poor guy. Mechanical preference, huh? Because, honestly, in games like this, I normally prefer the bow. But... I'm really bad at actually using the bow in this game for some reason. I don't know why. So yeah, exactly. With the clickers around, listening, it's easier. That's why I've only really used the rifle when there weren't any others around in this sequence, if you've noticed. I've tried to sneak, and then when there were no others around, I would go ahead and just shoot.
All right. Here you go.
Come on.
I like, too, that Ellie has learned teamwork well enough that she can work with this guy, not just Joel. Which, seriously, Nolan North, I still can't hear it in his voice. He's well voice acted, of course, because Nolan North, but he doesn't sound like Nolan North. Oof.
Yeah, no shit. Okay, old man.
Yep, that's Nolan North.
Jeez. Looks like someone already fought those things and lost.
I'm looking for these boys. Doesn't matter. Grab the gear. I'll look for anything.
You know, it occurs to me too, yeah, there's no upgrading with the pills. I guess Ellie's too young for drugs.
Keep your eyes open for anything we can use.
See anything?
It's a dead end. How on earth did they use this building?
So what do we do?
We hold our ground.
Is there any other choice?
Die.
Right.
Oh.
Get ready.
Yeah, also the rifle... Or well, this isn't an issue of the rifle over the bow, because I think the bow does the same thing, but... The rifle seems to be more powerful here, or maybe his rifle's just better. One shot anywhere puts him down. Oh, well, crap.
You hear that? They're on the roof.
I know.
What? See what I mean? No idea how I missed all that. Really? Yeah, see, that's just getting a little ridiculous. I don't even know how I was that bad right there. So you take care of that, I'll take care of this guy.
We're doing fine.
Arrow to the knee,
It doesn't
indeed.
feel like it.
Just stay focused. We'll make it.
Yeah, Nolan North and Troy Baker are all over the place, both.
Here come more.
How many of these things are there?
I have no idea.
Yeah, Nolan North and Troy Baker are both in this, I guess. Yeah, since Troy Baker is Joel. And also Kanji in Persona, somehow. Oh, come on. Nope. I am going to die unless he... Okay. Finish up? Oh, nope. Okay. I thought it was a... Okay. Alright. Oh, from Scotland. Fun. Yeah, Nolan North is pretty recognizable, just because he has a fairly distinct voice. But, I need to heal up before crazy stuff happens more. Man, she takes longer to heal up, too. Man, alright. I honestly still I prefer Peter Dinklage in Destiny. I loved his performance, and I, to this day, do not know why some people hated it so much. I thought he just did an incredible job in it, honestly. I enjoyed him a lot. But I guess I'm kind of alone in that. Oh, crap. North is more upbeat and energetic, yeah, but less expressive somehow. In Destiny specifically, it's almost like they overcorrected and wanted him to be more expressive.
Killed
So
all of them?
Oh, don't sound so disappointed.
More like disbelief.
I'll check the bridge.
yeah, Dinklage did have a feeling of innocence, and Nolan North has a feeling of excitement. But sometimes he has a feeling of excitement in that game when he's not really supposed to. Like when you first enter the Temple of Crota, Dinklage is all like, "We've woken the Hive." Like, "Oh no, this is a problem." North is like, "We've woken the Hive." Like, "Whoa, what is this?" No, you have like crazy demonic alien monsters coming at you. You're not going to be like, "Whoa," no. Um, and stuff like that. Dinklage, I felt, had a perfect sense of like a mix of the kind of monotone you'd expect from a robot character and innocence and implicit trust. I always got that from his performance, and I loved it. North is good, but I feel like they maybe just directed him in such a way that it overcorrected. So I don't know.
Listen,
No infected.
no infected. What'd I tell you? All right, let's head on back. Check on that buck of ours.
Bloaters infect nor
You
immune
handled
people.
yourself pretty nice back there.
I'm not sure what you're asking there.
I'd say we...
Oh,
pretty
non-immune
good team.
people? If they breathe when they do that, probably.
We got lucky.
Lucky? No. No such thing as luck. Now, you see, I believe that everything happens for a reason.
Sure.
Well, I do. And I can prove it to you. Now, this winter, that's been especially cruel. A few weeks back, I sent a group of men out nearby town to look for food. Only a few came back. They said that the others had been slaughtered by a crazy man. And get this, he's a crazy man traveling with a little girl. You see, everything happens for a reason. Don't get upset.
I forgot about that.
It's not your fault. Just a kid. James, lower the gun.
No way, David. I'm not gonna let her go.
Lower the gun. Now give her the medicine.
The others won't be happy about this.
Yeah, well, that's not your concern.
Move the fuck out of the way.
You won't survive long out there. I can protect you.
No thanks. Let's get out of here. Come on. Okay.
The rabbit? I think I missed something.
Joel? I only managed to get a little bit of food. But I did get this.
Yeah, seriously.
Move your arm.
Oof. Oh yeah, the rabbit was strung up on the side of the horse, but I already knew that. I'm not sure what was funny.
Sorry.
Must have looked funnier or something, and I didn't see it.
That's it. You're gonna make it.
Yeah, I guess I just missed it. I'll watch it again later.
Fuck. They tracked me. I'm gonna draw them away from here. I'll come back for you.
The interesting and honestly, I think most important effect of this whole sequence here is that it it reinforces
What are you waiting for? Shoot her! But David said...
Go!
Shoot her now!
Go!
um
What do they want from us?
ah crap. Oh, none of that. You get off. It reinforces the fact that we're not Joel, you know? And that doesn't become nearly so obvious until later, but I think it's a very important effect of this sequence.
Shoot the fucking horse!
Aww. Aww.
Oh man. No. Shit.
I don't see her, though.
Not really time to be doing this, but I might need crafty stuff. Yeah, it's more food, assuming we can survive this. But yeah, like I said, it doesn't become obvious how important it is, or even that this sequence does that until later. But yeah, she has a knife, so she's the shiv, I guess. Crap. But it is, as I've mentioned a few times in here, the game makes a very big deal of the distinction between us, the player, and Joel.
There you are!
What?
You're gonna pay for that!
Well, crap. Heal up, heal up, heal up before they get here, please. Go fast. Alright. Where the heck are they? Oh, what? That was quick.
Flanker!
No, that's not what I meant to do. But maybe it's the right thing.
Right here. Surround her. Keep her down.
Man, they're actually playing this smart. They're not staying in one place long enough for me to kill them. Yeah, yeah, no, I have no idea how the nail bombs are proximity based. And yeah, The Witcher is there is a lot to there's a lot to analyze in The Witcher, so I absolutely may at some point tackle it. But as I've mentioned a few times before, I currently have a oh crap. Rule where I'm not analyzing RPGs right now, because they're long, they're complex. It's just too much for me to it's just too much for nope. It's just too much for me to actually do in an analysis at the moment with the amount of time I have. So there's actually a point on I'm not sure what Soma stands for. I don't know if it stands for anything. It's a horror game that came out recently. But yeah, no, once I have more Patreon support to the point where I can shotgun, thank God. To the point where I can take time off work and such to do an analysis. So at some point I will. That just kind of depends on the Patreon support. The only exception I'm making is because my first Patreon requested analysis was an RPG before I made that no RPG rule and required more Patreon support for RPGs. So So I'm going to be doing an RPG soon because it was requested, and I hadn't had that rule in place, but that's the only one. Until I get enough Patreon support to make it something I can actually afford to do time-wise. So... no more guys around, I guess. But it makes sense that you wouldn't return to Joel right now, since they would still... I mean, you know, if any of them are still around, then heading back to Joel would lead them all to him. And she knows at this point they would kill him, so... Fresh. Diet fresh. And suds. I don't think I would drink suds. That, sounds like someone literally made soda out of soap. No, I imagine if they call... Oh, crap! The heck? Crap. What? How am I being hit? Okay. Yeah, no, that was weird. When enemies are staying completely still, sometimes they can completely outwit the whole hearing thing.
Okay.
Wow, how did he not hear me?
Where'd they go?
Alright, I probably do not want to fall into that water, so I'm just gonna stay away. What is that? Oh, okay, buoy things, I guess. Oh. Well, it's true that I'm gonna be playing through it to analyze it in sometime in the next couple months. Well, I don't know. I generally do not condone watching through games instead of playing them, honestly.
Nature track. Okay. That should get me out of here.
I think when you have a medium that is so centered on interactivity and that is so much more powerful for actually participating, it's
You got this, Ellie.
at best a shame, and at worst and like absolute disgrace. I mean, like disservice to the medium and to the work to
Oh, shit.
not actually participate and to miss all of the interactive elements of it. But I actually wrote an episode about it, but some people seem to be kind of offended by that viewpoint, so I'm trying to rework it. Yeah, if you don't have the console, sure, but I've known so many people who were like, oh, I'm never gonna get the console, it's not gonna matter, I'll just watch it anyway, and then they do. Sometime later on down the line, they end up buying the console and already having messed it up. Like, I know a lot of people who did it with Heavy Rain for the PS3, which is a real shame in that case, because Heavy Rain changes so much based on your choices. Like, you're not even experiencing half of that game if you just watch someone else do their thing. And then, later on down the line, they get a PS3 and already messed up the experience for themselves. And, yeah, exactly. So I don't know. That's a pretty poor. Like in my mind, that doesn't really excuse it, personally. Well, yeah, you kind of could, but the basic story is going to remain the same. You're already going to know the plot twist, and your choices are then going to be like, oh, I'll try something different from what this guy tried, instead of, man, what do I do? Like, that still messes with the first-time experience. When you're playing something for the first time but already know what's happening, it's more like a replay. It's a different experience and one that's supposed to happen after the first playthrough.
It's blocking me.
No, that's annoying. It's similar to my hatred of spoilers. Like, if you already know what's happening, your experience is wildly different from if you don't.
Jeez.
And this tends to happen a lot in these playthroughs. Yes, music and lack of the sound design in general of this game is really excellent.
Hang in there, Joel.
Okay, so now she is trying to get back. Guess it has probably been long enough. A list? Yeah. I actually have an episode schedule that when I first started the show, I planned a year in advance. And at this point, I'm a few months ahead of where I am. I've got a place in the schedule now, finally, for the Patreon requested analyses and episodes. I have a general order agreed upon right now of analysis games for the next probably year or so, but it could change a bit, just based on what's going on. Yeah, no, and I have a syllabus, but it wasn't. The syllabus had nothing to do with with which games I would be doing. I started with an episode schedule, like keeping the next month ahead, but oh crap. But that proved difficult to properly maintain, so. Crap! Just can't take anyone down without them hearing. I'm gonna head down here first. Hey, no, I sliced you with a knife, so stop. So yeah, generally I have an idea of what it is that I'm going to be analyzing and such. Over time that can change, and as more patrons request reviews or analyses, that'll be a thing. Ellie, compared to Joel, the basic mechanics are similar, but she's not as much brute force. She has the little knife, and it doesn't seem to do as much good. She can't carry as much stuff as Joel, and she can't craft as much stuff as Joel. But the basic gameplay is fairly identical. Which, of course, is important. She needs to play a bit differently in this scenario. Oh, hey. Gun. Reload that thing. Get into... Okay. This annoys me in games in general. When she would, hit her foot on him, not make him ragdoll around like that. It's the most absurd in Gears of War when you have these gigantic things and you're running by and they're just going flop right in front of you, and that's not how things move or how gravity or weight works.
I want to get trapped in here.
Spend a lot of time listening and sneaking, but ultimately I've realized that if the game wants there to be enemies around, there'll be enemies around. So... yeah, I do suck at stealth games, too. You guys have seen that displayed plenty well. That said, see how stealthy I am? I'm gonna go in this corner before I start crafting things, and Ellie can just stick her head inside a desk thing. That's fine. Let's see, I don't really need Molotov cocktails, but whatever. Doesn't hurt to have any, and I already have plenty of health kits, so. Oh crap, what? Ow. Okay. That's kind of what I mean. If the game wants to have enemies shooting at you, it'll make some enemies shoot at you, you know? Oh no, did I miss it? It's here, there we are. Keep trying to chase her. Yeah, I'm not even necessarily sure they blame her. Well, I mean, some of them certainly blame her as much as Joel, but They also know that if they can capture her, which, I mean, note that at first they said that David told them not to kill her, and they know that if they can capture her, they can find out where Joel is. Well, that turned out all right. Oh yeah, no, but that's a very common theme of post-apocalyptic games like this. The fact that humanity is reacting so poorly to all of this that they're killing each other when there's not enough of humanity left to make that worth it. Well, yeah, but then we're killing a lot of people too. Joel and Ellie, between the two of them, are probably responsible for more death than any of these guys. Oh yeah, I agree entirely with that, but then that also, like that yeah, when this many people,
There's the exit.
well, yeah, keep in mind that I'm sure that there are other communities of people elsewhere with their own problems and trying to make it so that they can't raise children, stuff like that, but this game is specifically from Joel and Ellie's perspective. We don't see much of that. We have seen one, though. Last time we saw that... I don't know why I'm forgetting his name, but Joel's brother has one that's doing fairly well. Yeah, exactly. Out here, you won't see many children, because if there were children out here, they would probably end up dead, and that's probably what happens.
Keeping you alive here. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep. Tommy, yeah. But yeah, you're not going to see many kids in these situations, for sure. Yeah, that's true.
How are you feeling?
Super.
Yeah, there's no, it's not a zombie story without
Yeah.
some cannibals.
You should eat. I know you're hungry. Been out for quite some time.
What is it?
It's deer.
Is some human helping on the side?
No. No, I promise. It's just the deer meat.
You're a fucking animal.
It's awfully quick to judgment. Considering you and your friend killed how many men?
They didn't give us a choice.
And you think we have a choice? Is that it? You kill to survive. And so do we. We have to take care of our own, by any means necessary.
So now what?
She's hungry enough that she needs the food.
You gonna
So
chop me up into tiny pieces?
I'd rather not. Please tell me your name.
You're so full of shit.
On the contrary, I've been quite honest with you. Now I think it's your turn. It's the only way I'm going to be able to convince the others.
Convince him of what?
That you can come around. You have heart. You're loyal. And you're special.
Oh.
I love her so much.
You stupid little girl. You are making it very difficult to keep you alive. What am I supposed to tell the others now?
Ellie,
What?
tell them that Ellie is the little girl that broke your fucking finger.
How did you put it? Hmm? Tiny pieces. See you in the morning, Ellie. Ellie. Ellie?
Sorry, taking notes. All right. We're seeing an interesting, as I've talked about before, we've seen a lot of different characters as we go on this journey here, that define us in different ways. They try to protect different kinds of people, different groups of people. Oh, it does say something about Joel, most certainly. I mean, he's recovered enough now that he can do this, but it still hurts, I'm sure, and you can kind of tell. But yeah, we've seen various... Sorry, just a sec. More notes. Okay. Jail. I misspelled Joel, but all right, whatever. I know what I mean. So we've seen various different people do different things to protect different types of people that are important to them in different ways.
Hell are you?
Between fall and winter, we have now seen two different communities, two different people who define us as their groups, their family, if you will. And Tommy's group, of course, was, attempting to survive, and they were attempting to do it in ways that are acceptable, I guess, for lack of a better word. There's no... Oh, I guess that's where I'm going. They're trying to foster a good community, whereas David here seems to have begun leading a group of people
Where'd she run off to?
in ways that essentially keeps them alive at the cost of any level of moral anything. And that's a notable difference between them, that at this point we have seen two different people with the same definition of who it is that they... Oh, crap. Of who it is they need to be protecting. But,
Where is she?
But with,
He's over there.
Ow. But with very different methods of actually doing it. Alright. Seriously? Ah. That was my bad. But they're running away, I guess, so there's not much reason to pursue too zealously. Sacrifices humanity for humanity. Yeah, kind of. And one could argue, for some odd reason I'm not thinking too well which ones, but I've seen plenty of stories where that's a major theme, is that some people need to... Man, no, what's... Oh, you know what? Interestingly enough, the Dresden Files. I don't know if you guys have, if any of you guys are familiar with that series, but it's a series of books. I'm not talking about the TV show. Just no. It's a series of books that's like modern, like urban fantasy. Harry Dresden is a wizard, but he's in Chicago, and like modern day Chicago, and even like has an ad in the paper. He's like the only professional wizard in Chicago. And there's a major theme in that sometimes of in order to preserve the humanity of other people, some people need to give up their own.
See anything? Nothing here either. Keep searching. Let's check over here.
Yeah, the Fireflies I don't think are necessarily portrayed as perfect either.
Keep running. You're nothing. You're gonna tell me.
Man, yeah, between his animations and his the breathing and stuff like that, you can very much tell that he is still in pain, and that's great. That's impressive. But yeah, the question in this case is how
Finish him off. Hold him still. Oh, shit.
the question in this case is how, like, for what purpose and in what ways, I guess. But that's part of the point too, is that yeah, David's group is oh gosh, I forgot about this scene too. David's group is messed up, but Joel is too. You know?
You wait here.
Yeah. Hello, COD players.
Now. The girl. Is she alive?
I did forget about this scene, man.
I don't know no girl.
If you need any proof that Joel's not a good guy.
Focus right here, right here. I'll pop your goddamn knee off. The girl.
She's alive. She's David's newest pet.
Where?
In the town. In the town.
Now you're gonna mark it on the map. And it better be the same exact spot your buddy points to. Mark it.
It's right there. You can verify it. Go ask him. Go on. I tell you, I ain't lying. I ain't.
Yeah.
Fuck you, man. He told you what you wanted. I ain't telling you shit.
That's all right. I believe it.
No, wait!
Yeah,
Wakey, wakey.
Joel is the hero, guys.
Let's go!
Yeah. And hello, Rao Gabar.
I warned you.
believe him. Look at it!
I'll play along.
Overall, oh, like, total? No, not very long. I'm not a very experienced streamer at all. But the purpose of this stream is also for me to analyze, so...
What the hell is that? She would have turned by now. It can't be real.
Looks pretty fucking real to me.
Ellie's great. I love her so much. I know I've said that a lot, but... Yeah, most of my streams are on YouTube, but that's not the main thing.
What the fuck is wrong with these people?
The major... Yeah, of course there are new people. I'll pause for a second, explain stuff, I guess. So... Yeah, I just started doing Twitch. I had previously streamed a bit on YouTube, but streaming is not my main thing. The streaming is a side project from my video series on YouTube called Games is Lit 101, where I analyze stories. This right here is an analysis playthrough of The Last of Us because I am doing an analysis video of this game soon and decided this time to play it through, well, you know, taking notes and pausing to talk about it and stuff like that and letting people watch and contribute. So... yeah, that's what's going on. So if you like to hear people babble about storytelling in video games, then you're in the right place. And if not, then well, who knows? But yeah. All right.
I need a gun.
This whole sequence too. I'll be interested in seeing how well it holds up compared to my memory. But I love it's quite tense with him chasing after you the whole time. Also, seriously, Nolan North, like I said. Can I close this door again? No. I could probably move this into the way. Not that it's going to do any good, really, but... Alright. Yeah, I also just don't... I'm not that good at talking while I play. For anyone here who might still be new. I can't... For some odd reason, it's not updating me with how many people are actually watching the stream at any given time, so... yeah.
Holy shit!
Nope.
Little shit's gonna pay!
Crap. Exactly one bullet. Knife. Nope. Stop. Freaking. Okay. 8 viewers now, 9. Okay. Wait, they have kids? When was that? I can't torch anyone to death. I don't have things that... Yeah. Alright. The, interestingly enough, we, This reversal of roles... Oh, bring the kid. Okay, yeah. I figured there were in here somewhere. The reversal of roles of Ellie to protect her instead of Joel was interesting, and ultimately gets reversed again here. I mean, she's doing all right, obviously, but she is now in a position of disempowerment. Oh, flashlight. Okay. Oh, I didn't even notice I turned the flashlight on. And yeah, isn't it interesting how different cultures have different words for those things, and that gets confusing.
They're everywhere.
Over here!
Oh, come on. Nope, nope, stop. Freaking. Yeah, see, she can't, Joel, like, if he gets in on a combo, he can just continue with it. Ellie, on the other hand, cannot. They will get a punch in. It's a notable difference, mechanically, between the two. Do I, oh, I don't even have a backpack. Crap. Man, there are plenty of ways to approach this that I hadn't realized. I need more supplies and more ammo. I'm not in a good position for either of them. Oh? Well, I would ignore you, but I need more ammo, and you don't seem to actually know where I am, so... Yeah, she can still do stealth kills, alright, but, yeah. Yeah, no, I know what torch refers to in that scenario. It's just not what I think of first.
Oh, shit!
What? Freaking.
I'm gonna kill you, you...
Always using more ammo than I want. Oh, crap. Well, there goes me. Okay. Way back then, huh? That's a pretty old dirt to dig up.
You already have a situation. We're gonna take care of it. Stay focused.
Nope, nope, nope. Just don't turn around yet. Okay. She's also not as quiet as Joel, it seems. Like, as a general rule, she struggles more. Which is an interesting difference and a nice detail. Oof, okay. Alright. Wait, so a rabble-rouser is just a troll, basically, based on that definition? or vice versa, I suppose, perhaps? Trolls are just rabble-rousers. Oh my gosh, no more health, why? Okay. Yeah, this is one of the few games where, Oh, right, I forgot about that. Scotland's vote for independence, right? Yeah, I mean, at least it went a bit differently and there was no bloodshed, but, or at least not a giant war. But yeah. Oh, okay, trolls being for... that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. So perhaps then rabble-rousing is a little more constructive than trolling. Which isn't... I mean, you know, trolling is one of the least constructive, most just pathetic things ever. Yeah, I remember I was actually kind of surprised from what I knew. I mean, I am not a... I don't know all that much about Scottish politics, of course, but I remember being kind of surprised when that vote for independence didn't go through. I know that there were complications on both sides, but, you know, there are always complications when a decision like that is made, you know. Ooh, let's go in here and see if there are useful things. Of course there aren't. I was hoping it was like the truck in that level of Gears of War fuel depot where there's the sniper rifle in it. But no, of course not. Still just a little pistol and 4 rounds of ammo. Haha! A place to be. I shall be there! I think this is where the stuff happens. And seriously, though, I need... Oh, right. Health, thank God. Okay. Right, the freaking broken plates. I remember this. This is an excellent sequence coming up, too.
How did you do it?
It's all right. Nowhere to go.
Ugh.
You want out?
Sorry, I'm...
I have to come get these keys.
not talking much about spoilers. Not for a bit, at least.
No, you're not infected. No one that's infected fights this hard to stay alive.
I gotta get those keys.
Sorry, I'm not gonna be able to talk as much because I need to focus on this. This part's intense.
Had me back there. For a second, you shook my faith.
Only for a second.
Okay, Ellie. I'm sorry about your fall. True. I hope you stay comforted knowing that you won't wait to any part.
You fuck.
Jerk.
No, I really wish you hadn't killed me. Good kid. Doing those people you killed. It's just gonna make our group stronger. You were mounted. Stronger survivor. That a girl.
What? So what, I have to sneak up behind him specifically? Oh boy. Crap. No, 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 no.
Ellie, come on. I know you're dying to say something.
Creepy piece of shit.
I heard that.
Yes, you did.
No? Nothing? Sure about that?
Crap.
I see you. Hello, Ellie.
Ugh. This guy. Yeah, for the sake of this stream, I've decided to avoid spoilers, and instead focus on analyzing things when they come. A lot of the narrative elements of this game are kind of foreshadowing the ending to one degree or another, so...
Careful now.
Yeah, I know. So I wanted to, save some of the discussion so I could actually talk about it in the ending. And how do you miss that?
Good, kid. It's gonna be all right.
Oof.
You know, you keep surprising me. Give up now. Promise. Oh no.
Oh, come on.
There you are, Ellie.
He is too good at noticing me now. Okay. Like I said, sorry, not talking as much here, because, this whole section is, tense. I have enough trouble talking during gameplay, let alone when I'm trying to deal with something this crazy.
Hello.
Ah. Okay.
There.
Yep, here I am. Now I'm gonna be somewhere else. Ow! Freaking ow! He seems significantly better at shooting me, suddenly. The heck? Oh, crap. Okay. What? He's being quieter. Okay. Why would you be annoyed with how easily she killed guys? Oh, like you talked about. Oh, okay, I get it. Yeah, at this point, she is very seasoned. She has killed enough dudes that it's not a question of whether she's, like, psychologically capable or anything like that. This guy is just an actual skilled human being compared to all the random mooks we seem to have been dealing with this whole time. Okay, so he's still... Oh. Moving. Slowly. Alright.
There
Nope.
you are, Ellie.
Ugh. There we are. I do like how it blurs it out, so like you can't actually see as well traditionally when you're doing that.
Oops.
Crap.
That a girl.
Nope. Ugh. Yeah, I'm sure it's plenty warm. He's too good at watching his back. Just turns back to look over here every so often. Hi there. Huh?
This is pointless. I can't see a thing.
Let's see, what else? Flamethrower is not going to do much good here. I need to be sneaky and distanced. Holy crap. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't even have fired that shot. What, did he catch on fire? I didn't know my arrows did that. Nope, running. Now the smoke bombs could actually be fairly useful. Thank goodness for snow, making it easy to hide. Oh. Yeah, I don't have fire arrows. That guy must have been carrying a Molotov cocktail. Man.
Son of a bitch! Run out! Like a... Hey, get her! Right here!
Oh crap, this is just where I came from. Hatchet? No, hatchet's better. Freaking.
We're here.
Well, if you know I'm here, then where are you?
That wizard came from the moon.
Oh, crap.
Cover me. Moving up.
No, you're not. You're just standing still. Whoa! Well, that explains why someone had said they were moving up. Alright. A lot of games are into the bow. Oh, yeah, sorry, I missed the original comment about that, but yeah, bows are becoming pretty popular in games right now. As like a stealth weapon, I guess. How far am I hoping to get today? I don't know. I work at 5:30, so not any further than that. I might just finish this section and then do the end of the game next time. Because I highly doubt that there would be time to finish the game today before I need to leave, so...
There you are!
What? Freaking... yeah. Make another one. Okay, 2 is probably enough. I like the detail that her backpack... I'm keeping a backpack in my backpack. But it has, like, the buttons on it and stuff, because that's totally the backpack of a 14-year-old girl. She would. Alright.
Oh, Christ. That wizard came from the moon.
Yeah, another weird video game logic thing, like shotguns having no range. A bow is theoretically a bit harder to use than a gun, so it's more powerful. Because that's not how real life works, but that's how that's how game design works. The more difficult, the more rewarding. Oh, hurry up. Yeah.
I knew you had heart. You know, it's okay to give up. Ain't no shame in it.
Still only one goal to go for.
I guess not. Just not your style, is it? You can try begging.
Fuck you.
You think you know me? Huh? Well, let me tell you something. You have no idea what I'm capable of. Stop! Stop!
Fucking touch me!
Okay, it's me. It's me. It's me. Look, look. It's me.
He tried to...
Oh, baby girl. It's okay. It's okay.
No.
It's okay.
Alright, a few quick notes. Firstly, don't talk too much about The Road. I still haven't seen it. Please don't spoil it for me. Secondly, there's been some interesting discourse as to whether... I mean, that's a great scene. And there's been some discourse as to whether it does the character of Ellie justice in terms of something that I know is kind of controversial to talk about right now in relation to video games, but deserves mentioning because it is important and it is a thing, regardless of what some stupid groups say. The question of whether Ellie is properly, portrayed well as a character in regards to her gender, and some have mentioned that interesting point. I'll have to make note and see if that's the case. But anyway, a question as to, I mean, people have pointed out and criticized the fact that Ellie, for as strong and capable as she is in this whole thing, still ends up crying in the arms of the strong, more capable man, but I don't think that holds up. I understand why that would be a concern. Like I said, it's a very important thing to be talking about right now because video games, flat out, are not very good at portraying women right now. The portrayals tend to be very, very much centered on either making the guy feel empowered or making the guy feel turned on. But I think in this scenario it makes perfect sense. Joel is a father figure, a protector figure, and Ellie did in fact save herself in that instance, but needed comfort, needed companionship, and that's what this whole thing has been about. So I personally think that is a perfectly fine element of her as a character, as a woman, young woman, but you know, she's way more mature than most girls are at that age. So yeah. In this scenario, I think it is a perfectly good portrayal, and I think that it makes sense. I don't see any sexism problems in that whatsoever, personally. So yeah, and yes, she is still a child, and that's important as well. And yeah, if someone just tried to brutally murder you and was like straddling you, strangling you, and then you chopped their face into bits with a machete, yeah, you would need some comfort for someone like Ellie who has killed, but it's all been relatively impersonal. It's been with a gun. It's been, you know, that was fearing for her life to the point where she just went to town and, you know, just out of fear and anger and, you know, it's a very important character moment for her because it's the point where she does something not just for survival but for the sake of where she does something violent not just for survival but for the sake of edification, and that is a scary thing to do. Aside from the situation itself, the knowledge that she had just done that had to also be quite terrifying. So yeah, no, it all makes sense, and it's just, again, a powerful scene. Playing as Ellie in that scenario, we felt terribly scared, terribly tense, and then playing as Joel again, it reinforced the idea in our minds, which it's supposed to in this scenario, of him as the protector, which, as we'll see, is not the... It leads to problems, but yeah, we'll see. So let me take a couple notes here really quick, and then we'll go through this cutscene, and then I think I have some other time, but I don't think it's enough time to actually finish the game, so yeah. It's an interesting kind of disempowerment. The games that do disempowerment well usually do it by taking away your abilities, one way or another, making it so that you cannot do something. The very end of Shadow of the Colossus is an excellent example that I won't go into details for because spoilers. Heck, the very end of Halo Reach, which I also won't go into detail for some reason I'm thinking mostly of the ends of games right now, but you know, it's usually about you. Oh, Metal Gear Solid does this a few times too. But it's mostly about you being less powerful. This is a scenario where we're placed in the role of someone who is less powerful but still capable, and that's important. She is capable, but still 14 years old, and less experienced, and yeah. So here, I'm gonna take notes for a minute, and yeah. All right. Yeah, who people are under pressure reveals who they truly are, and all that is definitely a major theme in games like this. That people they can't have masks or issues. They need to act based on what they believe and how they react, you know, on a moment's notice as snap judgments. So yeah. Oh, okay. So let's go.
hear me?
No. What?
Look. Hospital. This is where we get off. Let's go, kiddo. Feel that breeze, huh? I tell you, on a day like this, I just sit on my porch, pick away at my six string. You know, once we're done with this whole thing, I'm gonna teach you how to play guitar. Yeah, I reckon you'd really like that. What do you say, huh? Ellie, I'm talking to you.
Huh? Oh. Yeah, sure, that sounds great.
I just realized, too, that the deer being as prominent as it is in Ellie's character for the last little bit, I need to look up symbolism on that. I'm not sure off the top of my head what the deer tends to symbolize, but I feel like that must be purposeful. Oh, sheesh. That's some dark crap. Oof.
I dreamt about flying the other night.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Go on, tell me about it.
So, I'm on this big plane full of people, and everyone is screaming and yelling because the plane's going down. So I walk to the cockpit, open the door, there's no pilot. I try to use the controls, but I obviously have no clue how to fly a plane. And right before we crash, I wake up. I've never been on a plane. Isn't that weird?
Well, you know, dreams are weird.
I'll need to look into that more. Thoughts right now. Okay, dreams are very, generally speaking in stories, things matter. You know, like if it doesn't matter somehow, then they don't put it in. That said, there are also things, like especially in this game, just kind of in games like this, peppered throughout the gameplay and such, as a bit of dialogue that basically just exists to keep things interesting and give the characters more flavor. Dreams, on the other hand, are generally regarded as very significant in stories. Some people, of course, in real life believe that dreams do, or at least can, have deeper meaning beyond just, like spiritual meaning or something like that. And then, generally speaking, it's accepted that dreams do, in one way or another, reflect your psyche, or even just things that are going on in your, like, that have been happening that day and are in your, like, current short-term memory or something that you're thinking about a lot. So the idea of... Oh, my wife's home. Hi. Need help? I'm good. Okay. So the idea of Ellie bringing up a dream like that and it not meaning anything is a far... And specifically to dream about a plane that's going down and that has no pilot and she can't do anything about it and then crashes is... It's a... I mean, it's fairly typical as dreams go, but like I said, dreams generally aren't mentioned in stories without reason. And agency has been a major element of the children characters that we've seen so far in this story. With Sarah, it was a matter of how we, as Sarah, didn't have much in the way of agency because Joel was the only one capable of protecting us. With Sam, it was a question of his agency being compromised by a big brother that was so determined to protect him that he didn't bother edifying or building him up. But then to have theoretically, if we were taking that dream and applying it symbolically to this situation, then Joel would be the pilot. And at this point, I guess maybe that's saying, like, she doesn't necessarily feel like that's the case. Like, her experience in Winter made her feel like she couldn't be protected. Are you... Oh, were you like waving on the camera or something? Oh, okay. That was my wife. She says hi. And then, yeah, she just was just laughing. I'm like, what? This isn't that pretentious, is it? But, so I'll have to look into that. And of course, if you guys have any thoughts, then feel free to share them, despite, the chat probably being... Well, it's surely coming to an end. Oh, that makes sense. Coming to an end, and she doesn't have a way to continue it. Okay, so it's less a matter of crashing. Like normally, I was thinking of crashing as as analogous to dying, as a fear of death. But I guess it is true that she said that she had more of a fear of being alone. So it would actually make a lot more sense that it would be a matter of it coming to the crash being an end to the journey, not a death. Interesting. I'm writing that down. This is why I do this with you guys. That's great. That makes a bit more sense with the missing pilot too. In the journey coming to an end would mean that Joel wouldn't be there anymore. If he's the one in charge of this all, then he wouldn't be there. It also just occurred to me as a minor thing. Joel just said, "When all this is over, I will teach you guitar." We've gone at this point from in the fall, Joel deciding that he was okay with taking Ellie to this place, to him fully and without difficulty or hesitation talking about plans for the future with Ellie. And that's, I think, until the ending, probably the epitome of his character arc. In fact, in terms of positivity, that probably is the epitome of his character arc. That's as good as it gets. There are a couple different interpretations about the ending, I guess, but mine is decidedly negative on Joel's part, so we'll see. So I'm going to write that down as well. What? She got in my dresser?
She was trapped. She couldn't.
Apparently one of my cats crawled into my dresser this morning, and then I closed it. So, I'm sorry, Pandora. Good cat. Alright. So, let's see. Oh, wow. That, get off of my stream. No, don't do that. But, wow. Jimmy, you just missed this wonderful pun. Alright, well, anyway. That was fun. Thanks for that wonderful, delightful pun. Let's keep going. You could also call it Schrodinger's box, though. Except, thankfully, it was only a couple hours, so, pretty sure the cat's alive. You know what, though? It occurs to me I'm not going to actually have time to get to anything substantial at this point, probably. So, I'm going to go ahead and call it quits for today. Schrodinger's dresser, indeed. So yeah, that'll be for now. I might be on later tonight, but I work until like 9:30 and then need to film this upcoming episode. So it's more likely that I'll be on maybe Sunday, but probably more like Monday. And we'll probably have time to finish the game, honestly. So yeah, which is good because then I'll actually have a decent little amount of time to produce the episode itself. So yeah, for now I'm gonna call it good. Thank you guys all once again for joining me on this fun little ride of shooting dudes and talking about the deeper meaning of The Last of Us and its story. So, as always, I will I'll let you know when I'm doing this again. The streaming for this does kind of have to be just on my own time because I need to get this game played, so I can't. When I have time, I'm going to do it more. So yeah, and for anyone here who is still not familiar, just because I always end these with reminders, this is an analysis stream for The Last of Us for an upcoming episode of Games is Lit 101. If you're not familiar, then it's a web series on YouTube that is all about storytelling in video games, and every month I do a game analysis. This month is The Last of Us. That's why I'm playing through this with your guys' help. So I have played through it before, but this is just me doing it again for the sake of that analysis. So that analysis is going up in a couple weeks. On Monday there will be a new episode. It's going to be another counterpoint episode where I debunk the argument that games aren't art because glitches make them unfinished. Oh hey, yeah, look, there's a link in the description now. So though it's a weirdly long one considering all you need is youtube.com/gamesliterature, but weird. Anyway, so yeah, that's what's going on here. If you would like me to stream something in particular, like a classic game that I haven't played before, then you can head on to Patreon and you can make me do that, as well as other things like making me analyze a game you like, or do an episode on something you like, or even end up as an animated character in some of the episodes that I do. So that is how, time differences make it difficult, but thankfully I'm uploading these to YouTube too, so if you can't make the next stream, you'll just check out that. So, yeah, it's been fun, and like I said, I will be back probably Sunday or Monday. I will be updating on Twitter and Facebook as appropriate, so, follow me on those if you like. So, it's been fun. Guys, thank you so much for your help. This has been a pretty productive one, and your input has been quite helpful. So I will see all you guys later. Thank you. Oh, no, wait. That's not the thing I need to push. Wrong button. Here we go. Okay. Bye.